Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. I was once reading Pujaswami Dayanandaji's commentary on the Ramayana, and there is a portion where he imparts particularly insightful advice. It goes like this: if there's something you wish to do that's adharmic in nature, delay it until the desire to perform that deed goes away. If, however, there's something dharmic you have in mind, do it immediately before the desire goes away. 3 years ago, I suspended the Dharmic Samvada series of talks on YouTube for a number of reasons. I have since had some time and opportunity to reflect and further refine my Dharmic worldview. Taking the sage advice contained in the Ramayana, I have decided to rekindle the effort, this time under the title Samvadaha, with the subtext of analyzing the world through a Dharmic lens. The following will be kept in mind as we progress through the sessions. First, Shastra Adhyana does not happen in a vacuum. It requires a supportive society to fund and preserve our traditional capital and a culture that is rooted in respect for Ved, Guru, and Shastra. Therefore, it is contingent upon all of us to ensure that precisely such an infrastructure that is compatible with our values is in place and also remains preserved for posterity. In accordance, we will be discussing all of these subjects as they are essential to our very survival. Second, the old interview format will make way for a more conversational style, as it allows for a deeper, more engaging, even probing dialogue. Third, we will take up some difficult, even uncomfortable conversations, and we won't shy away from controversy. We are, if you will, a politically unsafe space. Again, not by design, but by the very nature of subjects discussed and their inherent capacity to repel some and attract others. There is a term coined by Eric Weinstein called the gated institutional narrative. Certain things that can only be said by some select entities, while others, such as ourselves, are denied a voice or a platform. Sometimes we are intimidated through fear of repercussions, including loss of employment from speaking out of turn or criticizing a clearly broken system. We, the sons and daughters of Saraswati, do not take kindly at the prospect of having our voices taken away. It is our hope that through this series, others too feel empowered to speak up and to speak freely. Fourth, I personally take this opportunity to develop through conversation a few theories I had in mind, which in due course I would love to share with you, both for the purposes of presentation and to elicit feedback, critical or otherwise. Fifth, one of my hesitations to restart the series was that I wasn't quite satisfied with what I knew and wanted to ensure a certain degree of perfection to what it is I would discuss. But as the saying goes, perfect is the enemy of the good. And sometimes being just good enough is simply good enough. Furthermore, the same clarity necessitated when imparting the teachings of Paramarthika Satta, the absolute reality, by a Brahma Shrotriya is difficult, even impossible to achieve when it comes to discussing the Vyavaharika Satta, the transactional plane wherein Desha Kala Vastu Parasthiti considerations come into play. Therefore, it is quite possible an opinion held at the start of a conversation might differ, even be contrary to what is held at the end. And this applies to myself as well as the interlocutors with whom I am conversing. This fits in with the overall idea of growing through dialogue. Sixth, except at the introduction and while closing, the tone of the remaining conversation will not be addressing an audience. It will be two, sometimes three people speaking amongst themselves, learning from each other. This will ensure greater honesty, a need to be less self conscious, and also to stay focused on the conversation. Finally, seventh, we have a very rough idea of the discussions we'll be having in the future. I will be frequently collaborating with my wife Unnati Parikh and also Vidulekha Tiwari ji over a series of conversations that we haven't quite charted out but are nonetheless sure to be purposeful, engaging journey towards growth and discovery. With that, we welcome you all to Samvadaha. Take care everyone. Harihi Om.